All right, ladies, I got another bicep exercise for you here in the bicep series. It's called a concentration curl. You're basically sitting on some form of small seat. I like kind of a low seat. I just use one of these exercise stands here. It's all it is. Anyway, no big deal there. I'll use a dumbbell with it right here, and I'll show you the movement in a moment. You're going to be working pretty much the center of the bicep in this exercise. Like I said, it's called a concentration curl. Go ahead and do your 3 sets of 25 to 50 reps. Your 15 to 25 reps on the second set, and your usual 8 reps to 15 to 16 reps on that third set. Make sure on this exercise that you contract this muscle all the way to the top. It really needs to hit solid on this exercise when you come up. Hit it super solid right there and cut that blood supply off. And that'll cut that oxygen off that muscle, so it'll break down and grow. I promise you it'll work. It hurts a little bit, but hey, you'll grow to love it. So let me go ahead and give you a demonstration here on my second set of this. I'm using a 20 pounder right now. Towards the end here, I'm going to do a couple of reps, or what's called forced reps, where I'm basically going to grab the back of my wrist and kind of push it up a little bit as I'm contracting the muscle to give myself a couple of extra reps. That is something you can do in the future. If you're just getting started, go ahead and do it in the future. If you've been doing it for a while, give it a shot. All you're basically doing is taking a little bit of the resistance off the weight so you can get you a couple extra reps. I'll bring it up like that, pulling my wrist up, and then I'll just let it fall on its own. But be careful when it's falling. If it starts falling too fast, grab it, because you can't wind up pulling the bicep like that. So just keep that in mind if you're going to get at a shot. It's called forced reps. It's something we've been doing bodybuilding for a long time. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hit these concentration curls for you to get a good demonstration. Kind of a tight camera angles here on this movement right here, so I'll do the best I can, trying to get everything I need within the scene. A little tricky on this one, but we're gonna get it done. So there you can see a good contraction at the top right there. Contract it real tight right there. Get it all the way up. There's no cheating in this movement as long as you don't start wiggling your shoulder around or throwing your arm around. It's a pretty straight, locked in, what they call an isolation movement. It's extremely effective. It's very, very good for that center bicep muscle area right here, right there in the middle. Anyway. I've already done quite a bit of bicep work today, so my biceps are pretty burned, but I've still got some more work to do on them today. Just the forced reps I was telling you about. I'm kind of holding it a little bit on the way down because my biceps are really exhausted. This exercise gives you some great vascularity in your veins, which is good. Gives you that good healthy look. Now, something about biceps I want to tell you right quick. I probably haven't expressed in the past. There's 3 basic positions that you need to work a bicep in. One is where you're standing straight up and down, or some form of where your body alignment of your bicep is actually with your body, whether it's out like this and on a cable machine, or straight up and down like this, or just this. It's basically the same thing. That straight up and down position is one position that you need to work your bicep. Another position is having your bicep behind you, which I'll do in another video, where I lean back in a incline bench, and I'll show you that one, a way to do that, where you can lean back in that incline bench and work that bicep at an angle like that. Your third angle is your forward angle, which I did a video on earlier. If you look at my video series here, I'll have it online here hopefully today or tomorrow, where you work the bicep in the forward position. And what that's going to do, like on the preacher bench video that I'm going to put online, and I have one on there with an easy bar and a barbell set up already on a preacher bench. But that exercise there, where you work the bicep in the forward position, that's going to hit that lower bicep right there at the right there at the bottom, that insertion point right in here. So it's just food for thought, and I should probably just do a full video on that to give more explanation of that. Maybe name off the different heads of the bicep and stuff, and you know how it's all put together, how it functions. It's pretty scientific stuff, but it's really good, great knowledge to have, so you know what the hell you're doing. It'll really help you dial in on having a good functional thought process of what you're trying to achieve and how to get there, because you're going to run a lot of people out there going to give you a lot of wrong information. I'm going to give you what works. 55, 56 years old in that area, going on 60, and I'm in phenomenal shape. I'm going to give you what works. I'm not getting nothing out of this but the gratification of being able to help others with it.